Most 3 to 6 month olds drink about 3 to 4 ounces every 3 to 4 hours and sleep about 6 to 8 hours at night. But if your baby doesn't fit into this mold exactly, don't worry because all babies are different. Some eat a little bit less and sleep a little bit less, or some eat more and sleep more. So it just depends. But the most important thing is that your baby's happy and healthy and gaining weight. And it sounds like if your baby's in the top percentile, that weight's not a huge issue, so that's good. It doesn't sound like you're feeding your baby too much, but there are a couple of things you can do to hopefully help eliminate those night feedings. But the first thing I'd recommend before you try anything is talking to the doctor and making sure that they're okay with the baby eliminating those nighttime feedings. Again, if the growth is going well and your baby's happy and healthy, then the doctor might advise you that it's okay to eliminate the feedings at night. And if it is, here's a couple things you can try. First of all, if you put your baby to sleep a little bit earlier, like you mentioned your baby goes to sleep at 8:30, but if you put your baby to sleep at 10, 11, or even 12 o'clock, then your baby's more likely to sleep a better chunk of the night when you'd like to be sleeping. Instead of waking up at 12 and 5, your baby may wake up at like 2 and 7 or something, or even maybe not at all during the middle of the night, and allow you to get some more solid sleep. So try that if it fits in with your lifestyle. If not, there's a couple of other things you can do. You mentioned that your baby's 4 months old, and babies between 4 to 6 months are starting to get ready to eat solid food. And if your baby has more solid food in her belly before she goes to sleep, she might be more likely to sleep longer. Here's some signs that she's ready for solids. First of all, she needs to weigh at least 13 pounds. She needs to be able to hold up her own head. And if you take a spoon to her mouth, if she opens her mouth and wants to eat whatever's on it, that's a good sign. And try putting something soft in her mouth like baby food and see if she takes it to the back of her mouth and swallows it. If she spits it out on a regular basis, she's probably not ready yet. But if she is showing signs that she's ready for solids, you can try giving her the first solid feeding at night before you put her to bed. So say you started putting her to bed at 10 o'clock. Feed her solid foods around 9 o'clock, followed up with a bottle as usual, and then that might keep her fuller longer and help her sleep more hours during the night. As for crying it out, that's totally fine. It's not bad as long as you fed, loved, and changed your baby before you put her down at night. If she's crying, you know she's okay. And it's okay. Babies need to learn how to self-soothe. So if you don't go get her when she's crying, she'll learn that she doesn't get what she wants from crying, which is you. Some mothers don't like this approach very much because it is so hard to sit there and listen to your baby cry. So you can try a more graduated approach. You can put her down at night, and or if your problem is her waking up during the night, give it about 5 or 10 minutes before you go check on her, because sometimes babies will just fall back to sleep. If not, if she continues to cry, just go in, gently touch her tummy, let her know you're there, but don't make eye contact and don't pick her up. And as long as she's safe and secure and all is well, just turn around and walk right back out of the room, and she may continue to cry. So wait about 10 minutes and go in and do the same thing. Then if needs be, go in 20 minutes later and double that the next time and go in 40 minutes later. And again, this will teach her to learn how to self-soothe, because the longer you go in between each time you check on her, the more she'll have to learn to soothe herself. And after doing this for 1 week, sometimes it takes 2. My son took even a little bit longer than that. Every baby's a little bit different. Eventually your baby will learn to self-soothe, and they're just kind of like us. So we wake up during the night, we just know how to turn over and go back to sleep. A baby may wake up and cry for their mom or dad. So if we don't give in to that, they'll learn that they just need to go back to sleep. Good luck with everything. I hope that these tips have been helpful for you. And if you have any other questions for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page, and recommend us to your friends and family too.